Hey everybody, it's James here from the Sawyer Family Reviews channel. Today is Wednesday, September 30th, 2020, and this is the weekly comic book pickups video. Every week I buy comic books. I buy them for myself, I buy them for my sons, I buy them for my daughter, and I always buy them at Queen City Comics in Fairfield, Ohio, zip code 45014. If you're in the area and into comics, you should really check out that comic shop, and while you're there, check out the toy department. It's a great place to be. All right, so let's jump in. There are no True Believers this week. I kind of was surprised by that. I thought for sure we'd have some more, but there were none. I'm also I'm hopeful that my comic shop guy didn't miss a couple of the orders for my trades. I know that I think I just said it. I didn't write down the order, which I should have written down the order. It's my fault. But I think both the X-Men Avengers Onslaught Volume 2 and the Epic Collection New Mutants Cable came out this week. At least that's what it seems like from the near mint condition videos. And I'm really hoping I didn't miss out on those. I have to check with him to make sure I actually did order them. Because I got to get my epics with the X titles. And I got to get the X-Men Avengers Onslaught trade paperback. Come on. Okay, so no True Believers, no trades this week, so it's a very light week. Gracie asked before I left the house if I could get her Spider-Man comics. So I was like, you know what? I remember there was that Spider-Man comic series that was based on the TV show. So she'll dig on those. And I think I've got them before. I don't think I got them for her, though. I think I got them for Keaton back in the day. But either way, if she's got these already, then she won't care if she gets them again. I know she doesn't have this one, though, because it's got this really cool, shiny cover. Look at that shininess. Ooh, shiny. So I picked up Spider-Man Adventures #1, which is the first issue of this series. And this is by Nell Yomtov doing the write and Alex Saviuk doing the art. Who's sort of a good go-to Spidey artist from the 90s. So it doesn't exactly have a Spider-Man animated look to it. It looks more just like a regular Spider-Man book, as opposed to like Batman Adventures or something where it looks like the cartoon. But it's more of an easy-to-read thing that's in the vein of the animated series. And so then we've got Spider-Man: The Sting of Scorpion. This is issue 2. Now, I can't recall if freely adapted from the teleplay. Okay, so these are actually adapted from the episodes. Let me go back and look and see if this first one says that. Yep, freely adapted. So these are just adaptations of the animated shows. Yeah, I remember this now. Now I'm looking at the issue. This is the first episode of the animated series, and this would obviously be the second issue, or second episode of the animated series. So these are pretty cheap in the old back issue bins. The first one had a cover price of $3 because of the shiny cover, and I think it was still $3 in the back issues. And this was $1.50, and I think it was like $2 in the back issues, maybe. So grab those for her. Now we got some new stuff. We've got the Goon #12 for Blaze. The question on our minds, this was $3.99. Is Eric Powell actually doing anything on the interiors? Let's find out. Oh, here we go. Written by Roger Langridge and illustrated by Mike Norton. I think Blaze did tell me that Eric Powell is coming back to the Goon soon. And just like Hellboy, there's people that enjoy Hellboy that's not written by Mike Mignola or drawn by Mike Mignola. For me, I'm kind of a Hellboy purist, where I really can only get into that Mike Mignola version. So I don't know how other people feel about Eric Powell not doing Goon, like somebody else handling Goon. Blaze seems to enjoy the book, but not as much as when Eric Powell is doing it. So hopefully Eric Powell will return to the book soon. This is for Keaton. We've got Marvel Zombies Resurrection #2. He's a big Marvel Zombies fan. He's been asking every week, hey, is the next issue of Marvel Zombies coming in? This is $3.99, and it is by Philip Kennedy Johnson with art by Leonard Kirk. Ooh, I like Leonard Kirk. Let me take a look at that. Yeah, this is some good classic Leonard Kirk art. Nimrod. Okay. I don't believe this one really takes place within the... Oh, that's a really cool Chadwick Boseman tribute there. That's cool. I don't think this really takes place in the same storyline as the original Marvel Zombies miniseries. I think this is a new thing, like a new take on Marvel Zombies. I could be wrong, but that was the gist I got from the one special I read before this series started. I got two of these, one for me and one for Keaton. This is the Giant Size X-Men Tribute. This is a redo of Giant Size X-Men #1 by new creatives, which is kind of weird. It's a tribute to Ween and Cockrum. Now, 45 years later, 58 of Marvel's top creators paid tribute to this book, a book that shaped our imaginations. So I guess that's kind of cool. So a bunch of creators did different pages in here, redoing this book. So you get really cool stuff, though, like this awesome Alex Ross redo of the first page from Second Genesis. So you've got all these creatives, I'm not going to go through all of them, that provided a page or two redone of the original Giant Size X-Men. It's kind of tough to top the original Giant Size X-Men. So some of these pages, it's going to be like, I see what you're doing there, but I really like that original better. But then there's really cool splashes, like a new interpretation by Mark Brooks. That's beautiful. Again, he's taking inspiration, though, from an original art and doing his art. So this is a cool tribute, but for me, I'll still stick with the original Giant Size X-Men. Pretty cool, though. And this was $5.99. 599 cents. Cheap. Cool cover. And then last but not least here, Blaze had asked me, hey, there's a new Mike Allred book coming from Dark Horse. It's called X-Ray Robot. Can you get that? So I got him the first one. And then here's the second one. Mike Allred's work consistently captures the purest joy and escapism you can find in comics. I have bought everything that Mike has produced for the last 30 years, and X-Ray Robot is on my pull list. Look at that, Alex Ross. This is $3.99, and like I said, it's by the Allreds. I have no idea what it's about, but if you've read Madman, if you read Ecstatics, you kind of know what you're in for with a Mike Allred book. You know, you're in for some trippy, goofy fun. So that is it for today. Not a whole lot of books. I'm kind of, I don't want anybody to look at this and be like, wow, this is so much better than the original, because it's not. Okay? It's not. It's people reinterpreting that original art, but those reinterpretations wouldn't happen if it weren't for the original Giant Size X-Men. Okay? Sorry to get on the soapbox. Some cool stuff today, though. A couple of books that Blaze has been waiting on, that Goon and the X-Ray Robot. I'm excited for Gracie to check out these Spider-Man adventures. It's going to be fun. What did you pick up this week? Leave a comment down below. If you enjoy the videos, like, subscribe, notify, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye.